It means that I was a terrible leader in those moments of continually saving the day. And one of the biggest aspects you have to understand about continually saving the day within your teams is that if you continue to save the day, you don't give everyone the biggest gift in the world, which is the biggest mistake I've ever made as a leader was consistently and continually at a period in my career saving the day. Here's the thing, is whether you realize or not, when you ask your team, actually if you did this, you'll be so surprised at the answer. I will never forget when my team looked me in the face and said, when I asked them this question, do I constantly come in and save the day? And my heart sank when they said, you do it all the time. Here's the thing, if you consistently come in to a team environment and save the day, you are only doing that most of the time because of two reasons. One, you believe that you're the only one in the team that can do something to a certain standard. A, that's insulting to the rest of the team, and B, you're not helping them grow. The other reason you do it is really to help fulfill your significance in that team, that you as the all-seeing, all-knowing leader is going to continuously save the day. And one of the concepts of leadership that has been completely messed up is that we've got this romantic idea of this great CEO that comes and saves the day in a business, and then when he leaves, the business falls apart, and obviously that was because he was such an amazing leader. But that can't be the truth, because that means he was a terrible leader. The fact that he couldn't build a team that just sustained the vision and the mission without him means that he actually had the opposite of that. He may have been a charismatic decision maker, and he may have made some great decisions for the business, but the fact that he couldn't help people in his business do the same meant that he was a terrible leader. Even though it feels as if that is a romantic idea, that we all deep down as leaders want to be that person who saved the day. And when I leave the business, or someone leaves the team, or when I leave the team, the whole thing's going to fall apart, and that makes us feel great about ourselves. But actually that means you were a terrible leader. It means that I was a terrible leader in those moments of continually saving the day. And one of the biggest aspects you have to understand about continually saving the day within your teams is that if you continue to save the day, you don't give everyone the biggest gift in the world, which is to learn from their experiences. Because if you don't allow everyone to make mistakes in your team, they will never learn from their mistakes. If you don't allow sometimes some bad things to happen, some flaws to happen, some learning aspects to happen in the business or the team, nobody grows, or they don't experience that for themselves. They don't experience the pain of it sometimes. Sometimes they have to experience the pain to grow from it. There's an old saying that says, nobody changes until the pain of where they're at is great enough. And if you never let anybody in your team actually experience any pain because you continually saving the day, even with conflicts in the team, if you totally feel like you have to mediate every single conflict in the team, you're never letting them grow the skill set of being able to get on with each other in the team environment. You consistently feel like you have to save the day. You are going to be hampering your team, hampering the growth. And that was the biggest mistake I made as a leader for a long time in my career, is I constantly felt like I was being a good leader if I was coming to save the day. But really, you have to understand this, is that your team is more than capable of sorting it out themselves if you just got out of the way. And the minute you get out the way, they will often step up and do the stuff you want them to do, but you're in the way most of the time. So my tip for you today is get out of the way so people can actually grow and they can actually learn and they can actually do stuff. Because with you constantly in the way, mediating everything, filtering everything, micromanaging everything, you are essentially just becoming a slave to the business. All you're doing is for your own ego, making it feel like if you're not around, nothing functions. But that's the opposite of business. You want the business to function without you. A business is a profit-making enterprise that works without you. Let me say that again. A profit-making enterprise that works without you. If the business constantly needs you to function, that's not a business at all. That's a job. It may be a high-paying job, but it's certainly not why entrepreneurs got into that aspect of business. Most of the time, entrepreneurs got into business for freedom in some way, shape, or form. To be able to do many things or be able to fulfill many different aspects of their business careers. And by being consistently relied on to be the only person who can make decisions, the only person who can do things, you are doing the opposite of doing what an entrepreneurial journey is, which is to create freedom. So stop micromanaging everything. Stop trying to filter everything. Remember, your teams will make mistakes. That's part of this journey, and that's the only way they can sometimes go. And you have to have the discipline to sometimes step back and actually watch the mistake happening. Even when you could stop the mistake from happening, you sometimes have to let it happen so that they can learn from it, because you coming in and saving the day is robbing them of the gift, which is experience. You are never allowing them to gain any experience. I hope this is helpful. See you soon. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I hope it helps you grow your practice. My name is Rieder. I generate $7 million every single year from 8 practices, 10,000 new patients. Last year alone, I've been doing this for the last 10 years. And if you enjoy this video and you enjoy my content, I highly recommend you grab my book. I put everything that I've learned in the last 10 years and $7 million every single year, 10,000 new patients in the book. Grab the book, click on the link below, it's completely free of charge. All you do is pay for the shipping, we pay for the book. Enjoy the content, enjoy the rest of the videos, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I hope that 2020 and your practice grows more than you ever could have imagined, and I hope that the book's part of that journey. See you soon.